What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA, and I'm super excited to make this create with me. I've been thinking of ways to just bring you guys fun and different videos for the quarantine, and I thought that this would be perfect. So you guys have been asking me to do my own box braids, do my own weaves, and the reality of it is like I just can't commit. I just really don't want to. It's a lot of work, it's heavy on my head, and I'm the type of person like I'll wear this off for a couple days and take it out. So I thought that this would be just like a great idea. I definitely didn't come up with it, but I put my own little twist on it. So I'm gonna share with you guys how I made this hat wig. So I started off by braiding my hair back, and you want to do these like fairly small so that it's not super lumpy. And also I literally plan to leave these braids in for the rest of quarantine. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't do like too fat dookie braids. I actually want mine to kind of last. So to measure out your hat, I like to make sure that I have a thumb's length around my hat. You want it to fit nice on your head, but not too snug, because remember, as you add those bundles in, the hat is actually going to get tighter. So you want to make sure that it is not tight on your head to start with, and you can really stick your thumbs or fingers in there and move them around. So to complete this look, you're going to need obviously some bundles. I used a total of 2 bundles, one in a 26 and one in a 24. I'll make sure I link the hair that I used in the description section. You also want to make sure you have a hat, and then you'll need a glue gun with some refills for it. And as always, I'll make sure that I link everything that I'm using in this video in the description section for you. So I'm going to start off by gluing my first track from the brim of the hat all the way around to the back where that adjustable strap is, and I'm not going to be gluing onto the adjustable strap just yet. You can pre-cut your pieces if you measure them out if you want, but I like to just kind of glue them down and cut them as I go. I don't really think it makes too much of a difference, so yes. I know somebody is going to go ahead and ask why I didn't put this on a wig head, and the reason why is because it would have been stretched out and it's not the size that I want it to be on my actual head. So that's why I'm doing it like this. I don't really think that it's too hard to do it this way anyway. So yes, you can flip it inside out if you want though, but you just want to make sure that you keep it adjusted to the actual size of your head. I'm not going to be gluing on that adjustable strap just yet, because I want to make sure that the hat is fitting nice and snug, and I make any last minute adjustments that I need to do once I do each side as far as like the tightness of the hat, and then I will glue tracks onto that area as well. This is what it should look like once you glue down both of those first 2 sides, and you guys can see how you don't see any track. It literally looks like the hair is falling out of your hat. This is what you want it to look like. As I'm doing this, I do flip back and forth between like looking at it and gluing, just to make sure that everything looks nice and neat. So there's a band around the bottom of the hat that you can probably see a lot better in the first clip, and I'm just going to be working side by side and making sure that I fill that entire band up on each side before I do the back. You want to keep the bundles fairly low just because it's a lot easier to fit the hat to your head when you do it that way, and there's really no reason for you to have bundles like at the top of the hat at all. So you want to make it look as full as you can while putting these tracks as close together as possible. You don't want absolutely any gaps in between these tracks. So this is what it looks like once I complete that little strap at the bottom on both sides, and you guys can see it's starting to look really full. At this point, I would put the hat on and measure it on my head. If it still fits nice, then I'll just continue gluing. But if I feel like I need to readjust it, then I'll move that strap in the back and readjust it, because like I said, the more bundles you add, the tighter the hat will get on your head. And this is the piece that I saved to do like the back strap, because obviously you want it to be even all the way around. So you want to make sure that you save just enough to make sure you get that back strap. So I didn't have to readjust anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing onto that strap. I'm going to cover it as much as I can and just really make sure that I get as close as I can to the edge, but not like have anything hanging over, because obviously this strap is really thin, and if there are pieces hanging over, you'll be able to see it, and you really don't want that. So I'm just going to glue maybe, I think I put 3 rows on this strap itself. Once you're done with the strap and you flip it over, this is what it should look like. So you guys can see that it looks seamless. You cannot see any tracks on there. Then I'm gonna go where that arch is, where the actual hat starts again, and I'm gonna start gluing around that arch in the same like shape. So I'm just gonna follow that arc shape, and I'm going to glue tracks right there so that when these hang down, it'll look like it's your hair hanging down through that hole. Next, now I'm working with my 24-inch bundle, and I'm going to basically follow that kind of like horseshoe shape, and I'm gonna go above that little bottom strap, and I'm gonna start gluing basically all around the hat. When you're doing this, what you want to make sure is that your hat is not kind of like wrinkling up, because if you glue it like that, when you put it on, it is going to be a lot tighter and you'll be able to see it. So you just want to make sure that you guys see how I'm cutting the tracks a lot to really fit the shape that I want it to be in. That's definitely okay, because you want it to lay flat, and you want your hat to be laying flat as well. So really take your time when you're gluing, because when you flip that hat over, you will be able to see any type of wrinkles or imperfections. So I'm just going to continue gluing around in the same pattern until I run out of this bundle. Like I said, I used a total of 2 bundles for this hat. I wouldn't really recommend putting more just because it doesn't really need to look like a full head of hair, and this looks really full. It's gonna look like a full head of hair once you put it on. So I think 2 bundles is pretty good. Just remember, the more hair that you guys glue in, the smaller the cap gets. So if you are someone who wants a fuller look, then you will need to make sure that in the beginning you're leaving enough space to actually glue a 3rd bundle in. But guys, look how bomb this looks. I absolutely love this. You can customize it by using whatever type of hat you want. I thought that this was super cute, and it's super easy to install. So once you braid down your head, if you would like to put a cap on, that's totally up to you. I've never really needed one, but yeah, you literally just slap it on and you go. And since my braids are already done, this is perfect if I need to step out and go to the grocery store for the quarantine. But if not, baby, I'll be rocking this in my living room looking cute, taking my selfies. So yes, I'm just going ahead and putting it on, making sure that I get that hair from behind my ears. You guys can see how nicely it just slid on. I have a really big forehead, so I tried to pull this down on my forehead as far as I could, but my forehead wanted to peek through. But yes, if you guys use like a full baseball cap, it'll actually like sit down a little bit lower. Yes guys, so comment down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys love this hat and if this is something that you guys would try for yourself. I'm actually going to make me a couple of these, so I'll go ahead and record that. I'm probably going to do one with some straight hair, one with some box braids. Y'all, I'm going to switch it up so I have a couple different looks for you guys. But yes, I hope you guys really enjoyed this content. I hope you guys are staying at home, staying safe, and really just like taking care of yourselves during this time. I know it's super crazy, but I'm doing my best to get content out to you guys. So as always, make sure you guys like, comment, and hit the subscribe button. Also click that notification bell so you guys can hang out with me all quarantine, and I will catch you guys in my next video. What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?